Welcome to Oh Brother, a podcast of brothers trying to figure it all out, with your hosts, Brandon and Collin. On this week's show, a chamber of secret commerce. Hello!
Ahoy!
Ahoy! How's it going?
It was pretty good. I got a little scared there for a minute because it had to update when I started.
Oh no!
Earlier. Well, and so like when I hit join, it was like, okay, now. So I was like, no, wait,
So come back.
Yeah, I was a little nervous there for a minute. It was just like, it does that thing where it's like freeze, and go. So like, I was like, what's happening? So yes, all is well.
All is well. You are here, and here we are.
Yes. Yay. How are you?
I am well.
No.
Well, it's fine. Things are
Is
fine.
it?
Yeah.
Is it fine though?
Yeah. No. It's been a bit busy again. We are down. We're not as, I will say this, we're not as staffed up as we had hoped we would be going into the most wonderful time of year. So that means that when things happen, I cover. So I'm covering.
Oh no.
covering.
Who knew?
Yes.
Sadness.
So it's fine. That's why I'm here. Hopefully it's more than that, but it's one of the reasons why I'm here is to do that. So I've been doing those. Also, we have this client that has tried to book us several times previously, but they do have an illness, and so sometimes they have had to cancel their last 2 trips with us, and so we had to. I've got all these staff members who have never experienced this client. So in addition to covering, I'm also having to train them on this client, and it's not a particularly hard visit, but this is the visit that does have the mini pig that I showed you the photo of before.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Okay.
This
makes sense about why training is required. Okay,
yes, because not that the pig is hard. It's just a bit like, there's a pig in the living room.
Oh yeah, that's sort of outside of your normal animal care purview, right? You're like cats, yeah, dogs, yeah, pig, what?
Yeah, it's a bit much. So, and they also added a brand new puppy to the mix too when they left.
I was just waiting for you to say something crazy like rabbit.
No,
they just added a brand new lamb.
Right? No.
What is happening?
Echidnas or anything.
I love it.
Pangolins. Oh, pangolins are so cute. None of those. No, just
good. That's good. No exotic. We do not endorse exotic animals.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So,
boo.
So I've been doing pig training, and again, it's very, very. I mean, on one level, it's very simple, but it's still intimidating because it's like, why is he squealing? Like, is he happy? Is he angry? And it's like,
is he going to eat me? Like,
the fun thing about pigs is that they make the same noises for whenever they're happy and when they're angry. So good luck.
This is. I could see where this could become a problematic endeavor.
Yeah,
right.
Now, the high-pitched squealing, sure, but like trying to discern from, is this a content grunt or is this a get away from me grunt?
Yeah, that's an important distinction.
We're gonna think about this one. So, thankfully, he's not to be stereotypical, but he's very motivated.
What a poor guy.
That helps overcome all barriers.
True, right? We're just like, have you thought about this treat though? What?
Yeah, pretty much what we do. Like, I understand what. I understand you don't really want to move and get out of the way, but what if I shake this little bowl with some pellets in it? Now we are running quickly.
What sort of treats does a pig want to have?
Well, they do have specific food for them. They're pellets. And I think what's it called? It's called Missouri. Okay, this is hard. I'm not going to get this right. I'm sorry, people. I think it's a brand of food or a type. It's Mazuri, Mazuri, and
that is annoying because it's almost that's kind of
sounds like how I say Missouri, and then I cannot make my mouth differentiate.
Say something else.
Say something else at fair. All. So. That's fair. So I think it's a brand. That's a brand of food that they use. It's just dry pellets. If we have had clients who have had pigs in our other location who make salads for their pigs for their midday snack. So a lot of fresh greens and things like that. So it's kind of a mixture of that.
Okay, so we're not slopping we're not getting up.
No,
piggy.
No, not slopping the pig. Just dry pellets in a little bowl. What is important though is that they require access to lots of water while they eat because they chew it and then they like make a slurry of their own before they can swallow it. So you have to feed them and then have a massive bowl of water next to them while they eat. Otherwise, upset their tummies.
Like some sort of, I don't know, trough situation.
One could possibly.
One might say.
One might.
That would be useful for the pig.
Yes. So I had
the trough.
I had written up quite a policy and SOP because they want us to come over 4 times a day. So I wrote up like, what are the 6 things that we need to do at each visit? And I'm glad. And so I did have to make some adjustments to it. Things like, and it's ridiculous things. It's not ridiculous. They're important, but things like turn off the outside lights at the morning visit. Because we don't need those on during the day. That's weird. But the mid to late afternoon visit, please do turn them back on so that the evening person can see. Little things like that.
That makes sense.
So I'm just trying to be more aware of that kind of stuff whenever I'm writing these. I don't always create unique SOPs for clients, only whenever there's a bit more complicated or a lot to do.
Or a pig.
Yeah. Specifically when there's a pig, right? And you're like, well, how do I, what's that? That just takes up a lot of brain space to be like, I'm in a room with a pig.
True.
So we try and
please tell me one of your procedures you have written is don't remove any spiders.
I don't. You know what? I need to go and do this. Hold on. Pause the show. Spiders.
If you see any spiders, leave it alone.
Spiders. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. There we go. Okay. It's in there. That'll be fine. I don't think we would have removed too many spiders. It's only like our fourth day doing visits, so I think we're fine.
Okay.
Fine.
It's good.
Maybe
I just don't want to like mess up anything, you know. Make sure this pig got every chance it can get, right? Like,
every chance. So, yeah, that's been, and it was, it's one of those things too of like, got to adapt. It was cold when we first started doing the visits a day or two ago, and let me tell you, Mr. Pig, not real fan of the cold. So he would not want to stay outside because he's potty trained. He will go outside.
Nice.
He will not go in the house. Okay. They also have him litter box trained.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. He is litter box trained. It's a massive litter box. Okay. I need to stress this.
Where on earth this can't be like what have they used for pig litter box? Like surely pig litter boxes are not a commercially available product that you can just buy.
But what they did.
Is this like a kiddie pool that's like
close? Imagine one of those. Imagine one of those massive plastic storage tote bins that are like 6 feet long and 3 feet wide, and like 3 feet tall. Have you seen these things?
The ones with the wheels on them?
Right? Yes, the one with the wheels. Now imagine you cut out one side of it and you fill it with litter.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's what he uses. So we had to. He didn't go outside for the first visit or the second visit, and so I was like, okay, I don't want to have to clean up, pig excrement in the morning. So I pulled out his litter box, which they keep in their pantry, and it's not litter as in cat litter; it's these pine pellets. And so it smells fine. It has a good smell to it. So I had to kind of drag that out a little bit and be like, okay, use this, buddy. But today it was almost 60. So he ran outside and like flopped down in the sun. Was like, would not move.
I'm like, God dang it. Now we have the opposite problem.
Right. Well, no, see aforementioned discussion about just shaking the food bowl and he would come out.
Yes. That's great.
So it's been fun. So that's another reason where it's like, okay, I have to cover visits, but I can also train on these visits because they are important, because they're weird. So that's been fine.
Well, that's good. It still blows my mind that there's just a pig just like hanging out.
Oh no,
it's apparently in a giant doghouse sized litter box, just
chilling. It's something else. It's a different experience. Getting everybody to do that, and it's also overwhelming for the staff too. This is one of those things where there are 5 animals to take care of: 3 dogs, a hedgehog, and a pig. And so,
okay, so that's okay. So it is a menagerie, right?
It is a menagerie.
Hedgehog either, right?
Yes.
That's a whole other kettle of fish, right? Like what the heck?
Right. So we've got a hedgehog
and a hog, right?
A hog and a hog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I have some update ideas. Anyway.
You're welcome.
And so then all of a sudden it's like, okay, there's a whole other care routine of like, well, he does need a heat lamp, so we have to make sure the heat lamp's on at each visit. Also, he's a bit shy, and so they found that he would, when he was little, he would just hide in his little hole, his little knapsack thing that they have in his cage, and he wouldn't come out. And he's like, wasn't eating, and he wouldn't come and get water and all this stuff. And until they found out that when they would watch him, they put a camera on him, he would try and walk around and like, he wouldn't go very far. He'd try and hide his head down in the burrow stuff, the bedding. Yeah. And so they, one day they put in a toilet paper roll to try and, encourage him to come out and explore. And thus became what he does is when he's ready to go about on his little walkabout and explore, he will run to his toilet paper roll, shove his head in one end, look such that you can't see his head because he shoves it all the way in, and then he walks around content that you can't see him, and he walks around his little enclosure with his head shoved into a toilet paper roll, looking down out at the far end.
What on earth is what?
And so what he'll do is he'll it's like he'll put on his little hat and he'll walk over to the water and he'll take off his hat, get a couple of drinks of water, and put on his hat again real quick.
Here I thought all this time that like it was just like a like some sort of character trope when Brian Jocks was like, oh yeah, the hedgehog is the cellar keeper and leaves cellar in the Redwall series, but turns out the hedgehogs don't go anywhere and they just
yep. They're like,
turns out he was actually a hedgehog behavior expert and he knew exactly what he was talking
submit
about.
That to nature. Shove it. Yeah, no, it's so it's so funny. It's just like, and if you hilarious. Yeah, and it's the cutest little thing, and he'll sometimes he'll forget to go back to his little burrow, and he'll just curl up in the corner and fall asleep. And so you come in, and there's just this hedgehog laying there, apparently lifeless, with his head shoved in a toilet paper roll. You're You're like, Sterling, no. Oh, no, he's breathing. Okay, he's fine.
Okay. She's like, ah.
Oh, yeah.
It's Earth. That is the weirdest thing I ever got.
You look. Yes.
The agoraphobic hedgehog. Who knew?
Pretty much. It really is. Fear of large faces, people. It's real.
That's funny.
So that's been fun to introduce to everybody too, because I tell these stories periodically of like, just to let people know the variety of things, but to be like, no, look, this is the one, like this is the thing, and they're like, oh my gosh, he's so cute. I'm like, I know, and they're like, he's so weird, and I'm like, I also know.
I know.
So gosh, yeah. So that's
fantastic.
That was this morning's adventures, getting to take care of that. And then that was good. I went to I did another cryofacial thing for some sinus work.
Did you?
I did. I went. Okay, so I'm in a different location this time. I did go to a different place. And this one felt
for more of the introductory offer goodness, or it's just like, I've never had this before.
Well, I mean, again, I am in a different city. Okay,
that's fair.
But I know these business owners because I did meet them at a chamber. I almost said a chamber of secrets, and honestly, now I don't want to go back.
Also, yes.
Anyway,
so many missed opportunities.
Business
thing. Man, this branding is so boring. I don't know.
I'm going to start calling the business after hours the Chamber of Secrets, and you're not going to stop me. So I was at a business
like if they made it more whimsical, more people would come.
Yes,
right.
Yes, and it wouldn't be quite so
more whimsy there in their business lives.
Boring. Anyway, I met them there.
Coincidentally, one of my students started reading the Chamber of Secrets today. So there's a fun tie-in for you.
Man. Look, it was I felt the disturbance in the force. Another one. Got him.
Also, there was a pig in my dream last night. I don't know if that did at all, but there was.
Okay, maybe we should stop talking. Anyway. Okay. On the count of three, say the first thing. No. So I did
telephone.
I did. Right. I did. Oh no. I did. I was going to say cell phone. I did talk to them at the business meeting, and so I thought, well, I know these people who do this thing. I should probably go support them. And they had never. So my first thing is they had never done something like this, like for sinuses, but they had known that it could be done before, and I came into the room.
How awkward is that? Like, yeah, bro, trust me, this other person did it and it was great.
Yeah, pretty much what I said. I was like, I heard thing. Anyway, so the other person, the first one that I went to, they had a little, and I realized I learned today it's CO2. It's compressed CO2 that drops the temperature so much.
Okay. This is important news.
This is also why when it's being blasted on your face,
dry ice,
you can't breathe, right? You can't.
Because it is, I mean, well, as I tell all of my kids in science class, we don't want to breathe in things not named oxygen, right? That's not what we want. So,
yeah, it's not very good. So,
not advisable.
So the first one that I went to, it was a nice, pretty tank of CO2 on this little rolly cart that was hooked up to this like computer-looking thing with a touch screen and a very svelte wand that came down. Then she wanded it over. Okay.
Yeah.
This one, those like Prax Air trucks that drive around with those big tall cylinder tubes.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine six of those in a room, and there's a hose going directly from one. It goes straight to this little handheld unit, like nothing. It just goes plunk right into the back of this handheld unit, and she's like futzing with some buttons, and she's like, "Okay, I'm ready."
Guys, I don't actually know if I'm ready. I changed my mind.
I was like, "Okay, well," and so she was like,
actually just in a welding shop." Like, "Oh no, I got to."
Pretty much. Oh no!
Sure, that's not the acetylene. I don't.
Right, where's your striker? I was like, oh, geez. So I lay back, and she's like, well, I have another tool, but the head's too big. It can't get up on the sinuses. And I talked to the manufacturer and they said to use this one and blah, blah. But just so that you are aware, this one, it gets so cold. You may feel ice pellets hitting your face.
Vaccine.
So, when she said ice pellets, I was like, okay, how bad can it be? Now,
did it sleet on you? Was it like
no? It was like a sandblaster. Oh my god! Like
it was a bonus exfoliation. Get that a 2-for-1 special.
Oh my gosh! Yes. Oh, it was. So not only was it cold and painful, but then I've got sand being blasted in my skin too.
Oh my gosh!
And at this point, while she's blasting away at my forehead, I have Megan's voice talking to me in the back of my head going, I just read a news report of somebody who got frostbite and lost a finger from a cryo thing.
Oh no, I'm gonna get frostbite on my nose.
That's right. I'm gonna lose my eyebrows. What's going on?
You're just gonna have to lie and be like, I was on K2, right? And I got
no,
like, you cannot tell people that the frostbite on your forehead came from a cryo sinus therapy. You have to be like, no, see, I was on an
experimental thing,
Gasherburn too, right? And I was
went into this totally legit place, froze off my nose,
deep in the Himalayas.
So she does a couple passes, and she's like, "How was that?" And I was like, "Oh man, I think one more of those and we'll be real good." So,
oh Lord, lying to the poor lady. She's gonna sandblast some unsuspecting person's face tomorrow.
I know. So won't even know the lawsuits are going to be real. They're going to pull me into court and they're like, "No, Mr. Yeah, you raved
keep
about
going, like,
service while you were there."
No, I liked it though. Like it was fine.
I have you on video of you saying, "That's great. I can feel a difference."
Yeah.
So what I was really after was she had said, because this was part of a so also we had wanted a gift certificate to this place because we went to their grand opening and then they drew our name because I think we were the only ones that went to the grand opening, but that's a different story.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
So I was like, well, I have this thing. It is free. Like I'll go use it. And so when I when I scheduled it on the phone, she was like, oh, okay. Like, well, I want to try something when you get here. So I was like, okay, cool. So she said, she kept saying like, but you're really going to feel it when I salt you. Okay. Okay.
Excuse me? What?
She said that phrase 3 times. And
like once wasn't enough to cause concern, right? Why do you keep telling me I'm going to salt me?
So I'm going to salt
before you like freeze you. They're like she's going to cure you, like hang you in the freezer. Rocky's going to come and punch on you. Like what the heck is going on here, man? Like
just get me, pack me and salt and put me underground. Is what I was like. Like, oh, okay. So
put you in the smokehouse, cold smoked, right? Blam.
Exactly. Flash frozen
shark
slow
in Iceland, right? Yeah.
Oh no. So I'm like, oh, so the third time I was like, yeah, what is that? Like, what?
Why are you salting me?
So what it was, so I went through the thing on my face and I could actually, regardless of the being peppered with ice chunks, I could actually feel a difference. And so I was like, okay, now I know that I'm going to warm up because this is what happened last time. I'm going to warm as I warm up. It's going to dislodge and I'm going to get some more pressure release here and it's going to be great. So she said, okay, well, come upstairs. So I went upstairs and upstairs is where they have their infrared sauna. And she didn't turn on the sauna, but what she did was in the back, it basically has like this kind of diffuser thing that puts out quote unquote salts to open up your pores and your respiratory system. So it's like doing a neti pot nasal rinse without having to flush water through you is what
it's kind of. Is it like steamed?
Yes, it's like a steam.
Okay, like a vaporizer situation.
Yes. Yeah, but in it, it contains something in it. That is what it is.
In some sort of alkali in
yes, yes,
the water,
yes,
or the vapor, whatever this mystery thing is.
Yeah. Again, who knows what it was? It could have been some wonderful gas, and whatever, never seen again.
Oh no!
But I sat in, and she said it for 20 minutes, and I think a combination of me warming up plus the stuff, like there was a few moments where it was just like a clunk, like in my face, and I was like, okay, like this is good. I will take this. But the problem was I was sitting in the sauna without any access to tissues, so I had to quickly run out into the little waiting room and grab like a little hand towel thing that they had and like sit back down and like yeah. So neither
it's like the farmer's handkerchief on steroids. That's not
pretty
good.
much. Pretty much. It was pretty cool. So that's that was my adventure today, and I'm not gonna lie, my skin is still a little sensitive to the touch.
You should just take a little towel, like a tea towel, and put it on your face so that you don't get directly blasted with the sand blaster there, right? That way it would still get cold, right? But then I don't know. Then it might be too cold on your face. That might actually give you frostburn if it's like wet.
Well, I wouldn't want it to freeze the thing to my face, right? That's my other concern.
Yeah. I was thinking through this out loud. This less of a good plan than I initially thought, right? Once I started thinking.
Oh my gosh. So I survived that. Oh
wow. I don't.
And now I'm like, that other lady wasn't so bad after all. I think I'll go do that one.
Yeah, go back there. The actual wandy thing, right?
Yeah, because again, it was a little black tube that came straight out of that cylinder. And the thing that the mechanism that this lady was holding this time, it was kind of like I don't even know how to describe it, but it had a tube, and then it kind of, I got it. The bop it, twist it, pull it stuff?
Yes.
Okay. It had that shape where it was like a little short handle, a big bulbous part, and then a long handle. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yes. Okay. And the hose went to the long handled part. They went up through that. And then the bulbous part is where it had like a little touch screen thing. And then it blasted out the other side. And that's what this person used. And the other lady had like this whole like cart contraption, touch screen computer like thing. And I was like, I think that probably controlled it a bit more. That's what I'm learning.
Probably able to get it a little lower, right? Like, so it wasn't blast much, like he was able to rein it in a little, like pull it back.
Yes. Yeah. Is what I feel like it was. I probably got, here's the thing. I feel like it was colder this time around than it was the first time, but she could prolong it the first time. So it actually had more of an effect instead of being like, you're going to get really cold in 3 seconds, right? That's what this time was versus it's going to take us several, like 35, 60 seconds. I can maintain that sustained contact. So it actually chills deeper than just doing the scan.
Okay. That makes sense when you sort of explain it like that. But yes, I get that.
Yeah. Things that I'm learning while I'm sitting there in this little room.
Yeah, still weird, insane, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah, I don't.
So, still nuts.
I think, lesson learned.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
wow.
So,
that is very adventurous.
Boy, howdy, it was something. Hopefully you've been less adventurous.
Well, actually, I was quite adventurous on Sunday.
What part of your body did you freeze?
Well, I was outside at night, so everything, right?
Oh.
I was with
a whole body cryo.
So,
whoa!
So I was yes, but it just outside in nature. So we went to Springfield with some of our friends, right? Okay. Step one, of course, had to go stop by. So we had to eat, right? So we ate early, a little bit because of what we were doing, so that was kind of annoying. But we did. That means we did get to go sneak into Leong's and go have some, to the birthplace of Springfield style cashew chicken on Sunday.
Oh my gosh,
the Mecca, promised land.
So good. Was he there? Was he sitting at the bar?
He's dead.
Oh no,
we had a whole show about this.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. I had a flash memory of literally the one time that I managed to go there. He was sitting at the bar. Okay, now I'm sad. Anyway.
Yes, that's what he used to do all the time. Right. Anyway, they have his picture up on the wall on these big things and everything, but it was really cool. So we went there, ate. That was really good. Right. Got some nice stuff there. The egg drop soup though, too. That was really good. That was excellent. But we went to the Mizumoto Japanese Stroll Garden for the Christmas light thing.
Oh,
right? Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. My friends were like, hey, or some of our friends were like, hey, you want to go? We're like, sure, I guess. It's a place in Springfield that I have driven by approximately 8,000 times, but never actually gone to.
Wow. Yeah. Right? Oh, that's cool.
Never actually gone in there. So they were like, hey, you want to go? I'm like, sure.
So I have a question. What kind of Christmas lights did they have?
Yo, it's basically like they just decorate the whole stroll garden.
Oh,
in like crazy lights. It's insane. I'll send you a couple pictures here in a second. But
okay.
It is wild. It's really cool. Like, we got there like right as it got dark, so we sort of went in there. You had to buy tickets and stuff, but we bought them early. They're only $5. If you like buy them online before you go there, for some reason they're like $5. So at least for this day, I don't know if that's all the time or what, but we paid $5. We gave my friend $5. I don't know. That's what she went. So I was
nice.
I wasn't going to argue, right? They just sort of like light up the whole thing. It looks like this, right? Here's a couple of the. Click the button. There we go. The best part, of course, is because the stroll garden is full of water features. Right?
Oh,
you get some sick reflection action going on there. But they have there's a path, like a stroll path around the whole thing, and there's just lights everywhere. They're on all the trees.
Oh wow!
They're on the bushes. They're on the bridge. They're on the building. They're on the walkway, and then they have some like actual. First of all, they have like a display thing that's like a. This is like on that first one. There's one in there. There's like a heron, right? And then there's like a. Later there's like a flower thing, but then like everything is just lit up, right?
Yeah,
it's really cool.
No, I really like. I'm looking at these photos. I really like when people do like. No, it's going to be the whole tree, right? Like the whole tree. Like,
oh yeah,
it's so like. Cool.
Like the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it was really cool, and again, water is because again, there's so much water. All the reflections and stuff are like really cool in there. So we spent over an hour just kind of walking around and looking at stuff and taking pictures and things. And they had in the middle, they had like some food trucks out there, like with like coffee and donuts and stuff, all kinds of stuff. Right. So some of my friends they got some cookies and stuff.
Yeah.
And they had one part they set up. It's just like a big square that's made like a picture frame, and it's all like lit up, and there's like a bench behind it, and people are we took our picture in there. I don't have that one. Susan has that one on her phone, but I'll take a picture in there. And they have little fire pits spaced out around the path, right? And there's just like logs next to them, and so walk around, and you can go stand by the fire for a little bit. Right? You can stand by the fire a little, and then you move on, and there's more fire. It's really cool. It's really nice. And the colors of the lights, there's some colors that you're like, what in the world? Like there's a lot of like interesting colors, like purples and like gold, and like there's really cool. There was several that were like blue and silver kind of together, or like a really weird blue color, or like there was a couple times too that had these like little cool trees that there was one. It was like I was about 4 feet tall, and then it sort of branched over. It was like evergreeny, right? But it like branched over, and they only lit the underside of it, so it was like a little. Like kids were like crawling in there and like taking clothes. It was full of much whimsy.
Yeah,
lots of whimsy happening.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was very creative, light plays, right? And so it was really fun. There was like a ton of people there, but like
really,
it didn't really feel that crowded, just because they're all walking around, you know. And like some of the parts, like the path is very clearly like you have to stay on this path right here.
Mm-hmm.
But other parts are like you can go off in the grass, and you can like there's a lot of space because it's outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was really neat. It was fun.
Wow.
That's what we did Sunday.
Well, that is
strolling.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun. Hang out. Hang out with some friends. Go do the thing. Stroll around. It wasn't bad, but not like freezing cold, you know? You weren't like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. I never once thought I was gonna get frostbite on my nose. So that is
wow. Lame. And be in style.
Oh no. Not very adventurous, I guess. Not as adventurous as other people might be, but
yeah, well, no, don't be adventurous. That was bad. Very bad.
But yeah, it was fun. That's a big thing we did. We did that.
That's neat.
The most excitement as I've gotten.
Well, I mean, it's pretty nice. So, and it's very pretty.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
It was nice to get to go because it's one of those things that like I've known about it for a very long time, right? Like that's a thing that happens, but like I have never gone to it. And I always like Christmas, I always forget that place exists.
Sure.
Right? Because there's also like a whole other huge park next to it, like really big park area right there. And then like there's the whole like stroll garden in the back. And there's like it's a really big, open, really pretty space.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't, it's where it is. I think about it, right? Number one, listeners, it might be adjacent to the federal penitentiary hall. Maybe.
It's so relaxing. They're so quiet.
You can't see it. You can't see it when you're inside, especially at night, right?
Yeah.
It's like over there. But it's also right next to the Missouri State Agricultural building-y thing.
The
right
DAR Ag Center. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever that's called. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's like tucked back off of Scenic, right? So to get to it, you have to go all the way around to the other side to get in there.
And you have to drive through Nathaniel Green, right? To get there.
Yeah. To get to the stroll bar. Yes. You have to go. So you have to also go through the Nathaniel Green Park.
Yeah.
So remembering that it's back there is kind of, but once you get there.
Yes, folks. To get to the park, you have to drive through a whole other park.
Yeah. It's like a secret park within a park.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess is the part that makes it tranquil, right? Because it's like way tucked back in there. And there's all kind of like there's huge trees back there. Like really big trees. Tons of water spaces. Right? Lots of little like reflecting ponds. Some of them are not little. Lots of big reflecting ponds.
Huge.
Yeah, they're pretty large. And also there's like water feature, waterfall thing over there. There's like gazebos with just seats and like rocks and benches that you can just like sit on. You know, we did not sit on them because they were cold, but you could have sat upon them.
Yes.
If you are seeking a relaxing stroll, this would be a very nice thing to do. Right. I found out when I was there, that is where my one of the other people, some of the people, that's where they got engaged, was at the park. He proposed to her at the park there. So that was like a thing. We're like, what? That's why they wanted to go because, and we just all went with them. But they told I didn't know that, so found out some, exciting friend backstory there. That's where they got engaged, was in the park.
Origin stories.
That's cool.
Origin stories.
That was neat. Yeah, that was a neat origin story. I like that. Yes. So, yeah, it was cool to get to explore a place that I've never been before. It is kind of overwhelming going to a place that you've never been before when it is completely bedecked in Christmas lights. Like, it's a bit like, I don't know. So if I went back in like the spring, or they have like a Japanese festival thing in like the fall, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, what would it be like? Because I've only seen it. Number one, I've only seen it in the dark. And it was completely covered from head to toe.
Oh my gosh.
It's quite the first impression, I gotta say.
Well, I mean, it'd be like you were seeing it for the first time again, So
that's true.
That's a plus. That is what's however, I will say that if you want to rehearse, every now and then, Google Street View will equip somebody with a backpack with a camera on
That'd
it.
Be cool.
And you can go and you can actually stroll through the Mizumoto Japanese Stroll Garden as it was in 2014. But
hey, wow, get in the Wayback Machine there.
Yeah. Well, there's no newer one. But
I mean, why would they update that one? Like, why?
Right. Well, I mean, the bushes are gonna. I don't know. Anyway, but yes, you can go.
New trees and stuff. That's pretty cool.
You can stroll.
I wonder how you get the how do you get the strolling job? Hey, Google. How does one get hired to be a backpack stroller?
Well, I will tell you that one of our clients.
Because I would like to get paid to amble through a park. Right?
Yes,
I can do that.
I'm very good at
walk
ambling
all the paths. Do.
And it's going to be a really smooth shot as you roll your toes and roll your heels from marching. So it's so you can actually bust that out and be like, I have another use for this skill now. I can.
Do you think Google would hire me to do the bike paths too?
Oh yes. See, that's what I'm talking about.
The bike path Street View. What's up? Hey Google, hit me up. Right. Let's go.
One of our clients, when I came up to when we go over there, their neighbor drives the Google Street View car in the area. For real. And it's parked in their driveway. So
that's crazy.
If you ever wanted to feel like you were literally living next to Big Brother, have a
neighbor with a big tripod on top of their car.
Yes. Yeah, and it says Google Street View on it.
Can't bring everything in the garage, right?
No, it has to be out. I thought that was very funny. I pulled over and I was like looking at it, and later they brought it up and they were like, "Yeah, he got that job last year. Been a little different."
Man, that's cool.
You cannot stroll around the state penitentiary.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
You can only look at it.
You don't want to have the inside eyes on that one, right? You don't want to keep breaking dudes out of there,
right?
But it'd be bad times.
I'm good. I'm glad you got to go to that. That's a really cool place. I do like Nathaniel Green. It is. I always forget that it's there, and I have even more so forgotten the Mizumoto Japanese Stroll Garden because I thought it was someplace else in town. So
I also always forget where it is. Right? Yes. I'm like it's over. Wait. What?
No, it's not. It's not.
Here we go on record. It's in Nathaniel Green Park. Right?
Okay. And now we know. Where do I think it's over by the It's not. Is it? Where do I think it is? I think it's over off of National or something.
Oh yeah,
because there is a little tiny. Oh, it's the Waterwise Garden. So I'm doing some Google Street View here. For some reason, my brain when someone says the Stroll Garden, that's what I think of, and it's not. It's not even close. It's not. But that's what my brain's like. Yeah, there's something over there off National.
There you go. Yeah, well, There's so many like random parks in Springfield.
Yeah.
Like some of them are like really big and sprawling, and others are like a block, like just like a little teeny like right there.
Oh yeah.
Like boop. Like there's so many like there's some like really nice big ones, like big, like again, like big, like sprawling, and then there's like, like Phelps Grove Park is pretty big, and then there's like a little one, like that little one that's on Seminole and Fremont. It's like it's technically a park, but like,
well, I'm even thinking of like ones that have an outsized hold on my brain, like Fast Night Park, like
yeah,
that one.
Oh yeah.
That one is tiny, but I like that. Just I know. So like so much happened there, probably for the worst, but like it's like
everything's fine.
That's fine. But yeah, you're right. Like there's these little neighborhood parks just plopped around, and they're cute.
True. Oh. One of these days we should do like a Springfield Park tour, the official O Brother Springfield Park tour.
Okay.
Right. We can rank them. We can visit them. Some of them probably like it'll take like 2 seconds to visit. Other ones we could stay around for the
a driving park tour that we could even submit that to the park board to get it posted on the website. I love it.
Yes.
Here, I know you guys are trying to drive more traffic to the parks, and here's a driving tour.
Here's us helping because boom.
And it'll have to be like the what is it? The walking tours of museums where like they have to be paced such that it gives them enough time to get to the next one, and it's just filled with commentary.
Oh man, how in the world to plot that? There's so many random ones everywhere. Like what?
Okay.
Oh man, that is some. All right. Well, that's gonna take some work there, but we'll get it done.
That's fine. We're getting together for like a weekend soon. We'll be fine. We'll fit it all in.
Oh yeah, because that one day that we'll be together before Dad throws us out, that we can totally get all done. It'll be fine.
Be fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the park that's like the one that where's it? I'm on when you're on like messing around with Street View or like maps or whatever, and you accidentally like spin the whole thing, and you're like, "Where am I? Oh, what?"
Yeah, you're like, "What's reality?" Yeah, no, I understand.
Yeah, I freaked out a minute there. I was like, "Where did it go? Where is my stinking thing?" Right, like the I can't remember the name. I'm trying to find it on here. That weird random little park that's like right on National, like that we drove by to go to church, right? Just like, is that like?
Oh, is it National
like
and
McDaniel
Sunset?
Park?
McDaniel,
yeah.
It's literally just a
like
big
right
open
there.
field. Yeah,
yeah. It's just like right there. Like, boop, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Or then like I forget Phelps Grove Park is like all the way over there, right? Even though definitely been there a few times. Like forget that it's over there. Or, like, these very strange places. Yeah, it's just like, oh, whoa, oh yeah, that is here. Oh yeah. So weird.
Yeah. Oh. Well, we'll add that to the to-do list.
Yeah,
sure.
Okay. Metter Park, of course.
Metter Park,
the teeny tiny Metter Park.
Yeah,
with its like the swimming pool is mostly the thing.
Mostly. Yeah, and then there's the ones like on the like Doling. I always forget about Doling on the north side of town.
Oh yeah, me too. Metter Park is much bigger than it. Oh wow, they took out the weird janky playground. It's like softball fields and like. Oh, there's the janky playground.
All right. Got him.
I'm glad it's still there.
Yeah, the kids can still build character.
Yeah, a lot of weird memories there for some reason. I don't know why.
This is what I'm talking about. It's like why these? Why there? Why?
Yeah, all these like little teeny ones. Which one did you say?
Fast Night?
No, the one before that.
Oh, Doling on the north side of town. It's way on the north side of town, just south of I-44, but like basically it's kind of up there by Dickinson Park Zoo.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a way basically. If you take Campbell and go way north to where it turns into basically a little tiny 2-lane road, there you will find doling.
I forgot about that. I was like, wait. When you said it, I was like, wait, where the heck is that at?
Yes,
I know there's like a name, but I can't remember where it is.
It has a spring, like it has a natural spring and stuff. And there's all sorts of. Now they have a cool like family center up there, and like indoor. I think it has like an indoor pool now over there. I don't remember, but anyway, yeah. The weird, neat,
interesting,
right?
Yeah, there's Fascinating Park. Yeah, there's so many weird ones. There's like, what did this Hawthorne Park come from? I don't even know.
Right.
Where's that? All right. Well, I'll look at that list later.
Yes.
We'll scope it out here.
Okay. Well, I know you had a terrible challenge for today, and
it was a great challenge. I was talking about.
No, this was terrible. I'm continuing on it, but in protest. This was
why?
Well, it was nightmare fuel. You said I had to go back.
That's true.
Listen to.
That's true.
Terrible things.
Right.
Fall in my ear.
So
I have a frozen face, and I'm having to now assault my eardrums too.
It's true
because of your challenge.
Now, I will say this has a bit of a story, right? So this comes my other experience this week.
Oh, okay.
Right. Comes from this. So I just will say that I'll bring it up once we officially start here. But I will tell this was inspired by things that happened to me this week, right? And then because of that, when we were driving to work this morning, right? I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna record tonight, and and Susan's like, well, you should talk about that. And I was like, oh, yes, we should do that. So she helped me come with this idea.
Okay. Well, so what terrible thing befallen you this week?
Well, I'll save the reasoning for the actual list, because one of the songs, one of these things appears on my list, right? One of these experiences I'll talk about. Okay. So listeners, we've decided, I decided, and Collin agreed with me, that this week's challenge, right, because it is the holiday season, right, it's the most wonderful time of year, that we should probably make a list of the worst Christmas songs. Because there are lots of good ones, right? There's lots of good ones that bring joy, but there's always those ones that you hear that you go, no, I don't like this one, or other things, and you're just like, and it like really dampens your spirit, right? And so I want to talk about those songs.
Sure.
Today, right? I found because I just came up with this idea today, I am probably missing some, listeners. So know that. Please tell us your least favorite Christmas songs. Right? Comment on this. Tell us what you think are your least favorites. But wow, yeah, I was like, oh no.
There are so many bad ones. It was you said this. I was like, oh yeah, no, that'd be great. That'd be that'd be funny. What a laugh. What a lark. Ha. Everyone. No. I started listening to like the first one because I had a few in my head, and then I was like, well, why is this? And it was like, basically within the first like 3 beats, I was like, no, I can't. It's so bad.
Yeah. You go, oh no. Yeah, I mean, I immediately came up with 3, like just immediately, and so then after I thought about it some more, I was able to come out with a top 5. Right? Like,
yeah, no, I don't have mine ranked.
5, I guess.
I don't have mine ranked at all. They're in no order. I can't even begin to try and do that. So
I do have. Yes, mine aren't necessarily in any order. I'm like, the more I hear them, the further they go up the list. Right? Yes. So like,
yes, yeah,
that's part of it. But I did just put them into 5 spots.
Sure.
Again, not necessarily a solid 5, but I put 5, and then I have a couple honorable mentions and some other things.
Okay.
Right? So
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, how do you go about defining a bad Christmas song? Because I want to know kind of how you approach this.
So I think there's 2 categories, right? I think there's 2 categories of bad Christmas songs. I think that there are Christmas songs that are just like, they're not very Christmassy, right? They're just like, what on earth are you like? It's just weird, right? Like, what are you talking about, right? Like, it just doesn't really fit into the Christmas thing. It's like just sort of tangentially about Christmas or like something like that. It's not pleasant. It doesn't fit with like holiday, fun, festive, right? At least in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then there are people then there's the other category that happens a lot, which is like Christmas songs performed and recorded terribly.
Yes, it's not gone well.
They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna jazz it up. No, you should not have done. Do not do that. No, why would you do that?
Yes.
So those are my 2 like ones. Like some of them. There's a third category, I guess. Right, the overplayed, annoying ones. Right, the ones that you hear all the time. They're like not even really that good to begin with, and then people just play them so much, and you've heard them so much, and they just like grate you. It's like you feel like your face is being run down a cheese grater, and you just don't like it anymore, right?
Fair.
Like maybe it was like okay the first time you heard it, but then like the 712th time you heard it, you're like, no more. Right. So that's kind of how I think about.
Okay.
Those were my thoughts on bad Christmas songs. Right. That's what I thought by bad. Anything to add to that?
No. I think my brain had two different categories. You're right. This is because what does it mean to be a Christmas song? I think you kind of hit on it of like happy, jolly, light, fun, that kind of stuff, upbeat. And then there's the ones that are also performed poorly and like basically a lot of it falls into like, this is a really bad cover. This is a really bad. Somebody woke up and chose violence today with how bad they're going to do this.
Yeah. Like, or you're like, how did nobody stop you? Like, like you had to like go through this. You had to record it. There was engineers there. And then they said that was good.
Yeah, they had to say, no more takes. We're good. Right.
Yeah. And then somebody had to mix it. Right. And then somebody was like, release that. What? Why did you do that?
Oh, it's so bad. Oh, yeah. Look, I'm just going to be, I'm not going to be including any YouTube links to these monstrosities in the show notes.
No, we're not driving traffic to this.
No, this is just be names and titles, and hopefully we can protect the innocents. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, do you want to, we'll do ahead and we'll do a 1-1, like, or if I start at 5, is that okay? You want to do that? Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. So this is my top 5, bottom 5 worst Christmas songs.
Sure.
Just in the order that I thought of today. This is not a concrete order. This is a very fluid list and can change. If I like remembered a song that I forgot, I would oh no,
moving that. You get smacked in the face with one at your next department store.
Yeah, like when I walked if I go through next time I'm in Walmart and I get accosted like auditorially through the speakers, I'll be like, no, where's redo?
That's fine.
So number 5, I put a song that's like it's not great and it's real annoying at the same time. And that is Last Christmas by Wham. I don't like that song. It's definitely firmly in this song is annoying category. Like I just don't want to hear it. Like Wham is whatever, but I don't really think they should probably be making Christmas songs, right? Like I don't like that song.
I just think you're jealous of their hair is really what this is.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I just can't. Like Frankie says stop, right? Let's just go.
just stop. Yeah, do not. Yeah, no, this one has definitely reached the like it's an okay. I think it's okay. Like maybe the first time, like I can see how this was maybe have been popular the first time somebody heard it back in 1986.
Like, it's just definitely an oversaturated problem, right?
Yes,
you just hear it so much. It's like it's so much. Oh my gosh. He's like, oh, no more Last Christmas.
Yeah. So that's a strong entry.
Strong start.
I may have a more obscure one. I don't know. Maybe speak to my time. So that was a 1986 entrance. This one's coming us hot from 2009.
Oh man.
This is, of course, I'm speaking about Jessica Simpson featuring her sister Ashlee Simpson in their rendition of "The Little Drummer Boy."
Oh no!
I don't know if you've heard this one recently.
I think I heard it like once, and that was enough for me.
Look. These are all look. Okay, before I continue, everybody on this list has been is way more gifted and talented than I am. Just like these were bad choices made on their parts. This rendition,
I don't know if Ashlee Simpson falls into that category.
So on
Jessica,
that,
not Ashlee.
Her major contribution to this is her ability to say pa-rum-pum-pum-pum never the same. Like no two pa-rum-pum-pums are the same. Even when they follow one another. It's so glaring obvious. It's like somebody was just like another take. Do it a little give it a little more zest. And just like every time, just oh no.
Do you remember Saturday Night Live? Do you remember the Ashlee Simpson Saturday Night Live debacle? You remember this, right? She totally Milli Vanilli'd her Saturday Night Live performance and got off. Right?
Oh,
she messed up the lip sync.
Yes.
It was bad. Real bad.
Lip sync fail. Yeah. So this is 5 years removed from that.
After that, yeah.
Yeah. So she's still riding high. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Little Drummer Boy is already a bit of a controversial Christmas song. Anyway, that's just a song in general that some people just don't like. Right. And it's fine. I think it's fine. But like, man, the Ashlee Jessica combo, that's that's rough.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty fun. Pretty fun. So anyway, yeah, that's my number 5.
All right. My number 4, this song appears on the list also purely because of all of the bad covers of this song.
Oh.
Right. I think they're all bad. Okay. That is, of course, Santa Baby.
Any one particular version of this?
Oh, there's so many bad ones. Like I think the PussyCat Dolls did one of those.
Oh, that's
right?
the okay.
That one's real not good. There's there's just so many Santa Baby covers out there. Like I have a problem with weird sexy Santa Claus. That's just not that's not why what are you doing? Stop. Just okay, it's Santa Claus, okay?
Yeah.
Old jolly man, leave him alone.
Yes. It is a weirdly song for this time of year. You're like, that's a weird thing. Okay, whatever. Like, okay, fine.
No. It's and again, almost all of them there's so many bad covers of this song. Right? They're just they're horrible. Right? They all think they're Marilyn Monroe singing to John Kennedy, right? He's like, stop it.
Yes. It's way over the top. No. You're right. Yeah.
It's way over the top. It's way bad. I don't know. Stop it, please.
It's real bad. No, and I agree. It's just that's not what I would like to that's not how I want to enjoy Christmas.
Yeah. right? That's not having a holly jolly Christmas, right? That's like creepy, weird Christmas. I don't like it. That was one of the songs I thought of immediately whenever I thought of this list. That was like the first thing that popped into me.
Okay. Well, I have another bad one here from a rendition of one. And this one's most unfortunate because it's by an artist that and all of this is like, again, like this is an artist that's generally like really well respected. And this one in particular, like arguably one of the greatest songwriters of all time, decided to tackle this one. And the arrangement of this song, when you listen to it, it's like a fugue, like it's fever dream is what it is. I'm talking about Bob Dylan's Must Be Santa.
Oh no.
Set to, it's a polka tune. He turns this into a polka tune for no reason. And I'm going to add, like Bob Dylan's great songwriter, like little tough to listen to. And he's trying to like do this song, and it's got the polka, like literally like a music in the back. Oh my God. It's not. The original 1950, 1960 version, not bad at all, not bad song. And Bob Dylan's like, and I guess at some point, artists reach that point in their life where they're like, man, I remember that song. I gotta do it. And I'm like, oh, did you have to do it this way? Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think the problem comes when they're like, I need to put my own twist on this. Like, no twist, please. Just no.
It's memorable. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. This is like the national anthem problem, right? Like,
yes.
Like almost like I don't like listening to people sing the national anthem because almost all of them do it bad. Right, because they're like, I need to put my own twist on this. No, just sing the song, man. Like that's
there's sheet music right there. Like it's not that hard.
There is sheet music right there. You don't have to give me the no. Stop it. Right, listeners, international listeners, I need to know. Side note: is this a problem in your country? Do you have celebrities sing the national anthem, or other people sing it, and is it terrible? I need to know this. Okay. All right. Back to the list. We got
okay. Okay. So you're number 3.
My number three inspired the list.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
Okay. So Sunday, driving to Springfield. Okay. We're on our way to Leung's. Okay. Visions of cashew chicken dancing in my head. Right. We're listening, of course, to like the Christmas music station in my friend's car. Right. So she's driving, she's got the Christmas music on. This song comes on the radio. Right. Another important part of this story is my friend is the high school choir director.
Okay.
Okay. One of our friends is the high school choir director. And the song comes on and she goes, "What is this garbage?"
Oh no.
And we start listening to it. And we're all like, oh no. This is terrible.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
This is a duet that no one asked for. Right?
Oh.
No one asked for this duet. Are you ready?
Oh no.
This is a Christmas duet between Sting and Shaggy.
What? No.
You heard me correct.
What
Sting and Shaggy.
Stinging what?
Silent Night, Christmas is coming.
Oh no.
It's not like Silent Night. Oh, it's not that, right? It's some weird song, right? Oh, I don't know what it is. It's horrible. It's the worst thing. Right. I almost put it at number 1 just out of sheer spite because I heard it and I was so appalled by what I heard. Right? But this is the list inspiring song. Okay. It's like I would have accepted I was telling them at dinner, right? I would have accepted like a tongue-in-cheek play off of like It Wasn't Me, like you're sneaking around looking for your presents, right? That would have been funny, right? Like, caught you creeping in the closet. It wasn't me, right? looking under the bed. It wasn't me. Right? That would be hilarious. Right? Oh. This Christmas song is appallingly bad.
Oh no.
Two giants of the music industry come together to make garbage Christmas music.
No.
And I think the biggest problem is, right, we were talking about this, and our friend agrees, right? Like the biggest the problems is their voices do not go together.
Oh, at all. Yeah, like hardcore.
Not even a little bit. They don't mesh at all. It sounds so bad.
Oh my gosh. I can't even. I didn't know at any point where any of that conversation was going. So I'm.
It takes a lot of turns.
That is something else. Wow.
We are all just looking at the little radio display thing, right? Going, does that say what I think it says? Like,
yeah.
What's happening?
Is that real?
Is it real?
Oh my gosh.
Is this real life? We drive through some sort of interdimensional portal on the highway and end up in an alternate universe where this is okay. I don't know.
I'm really, this is really upsetting. And that's at number 3. So this is bad.
That's number 3. The other 2 are only higher because I've known about them for longer and they've annoyed me for a much longer time. Right.
Sure.
That's the only reason they made it higher.
Okay. I do have to report just real quick that apparently Sting and Shaggy are best friends. And
weird.
And are announcing a music festival called One Fine Day that they are putting on together.
When I had to look up the name of the song, it was like Sting and Shaggy are back together again. I was like, again?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, well that's mortifying. We're gonna move on.
Sting, next time just play bass while Shaggy sings. We can do that.
Yeah.
Or something,
do that
right?
thing.
We can't have you both singing at the same time.
Okay.
It's not
okay. Well,
all right.
My number 3 is not nearly as shocking as that. My number 3 is just annoying because it's such a sad song. And I cannot listen to the song. I'm talking about NewSong's The Christmas Shoes.
Susan mentioned this one earlier. She doesn't like this one either.
No, it's like no. That's not no. What a terrible. No, it's bad. It's just like
that's what she said.
Oh, I can't stand it. It's like, why is it so? It's just cry. It's sad now.
It's terrible.
Yes,
it's the worst idea for a song ever.
Oh, yeah. It's like, I know it's going to be uplifting for this time of year. He's going to have shoes that he's going to give to his terminally ill mother, right? And then, oh my gosh, no, and terrible. Yeah. No.
So she can be buried in them. Wow.
Yes.
How fun is that? What great fun.
Woo! So anyway, that's fun. Yeah. So anyway, next, what's your number 2?
Yeah. My number 2 is on this list sheerly because it's just horribly annoying to listen to.
Okay.
Right. I like this like group, like in general, they're fun, but I don't like it when they sing. That is, of course, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Okay. Christmastime. Right. I cannot. Christmas time. No, it's not time for joy. There's no cheer, Alvin. All right. I cannot with singing Chipmunks. It's not fun. All right. It was probably cool. Like it was probably real cool, like 1980 or whatever. Right. But not now. Not after 40 years of singing Chipmunks. No more singing Chipmunks allowed. No. Can't.
No. Past our time.
They made 2 whole movie. Yeah, and also the fact they made 2 whole movies where the plot is like singing Chipmunks and what? No.
God, no. It's not novel anymore.
Or like the cartoon, right? I just don't like them singing.
Okay.
I don't like chipmunk voice singing songs is horrible. And like specifically that one Christmas song, right? The Christmas time is here. It's just so bad.
Yeah.
Like the quote harmony parts. I just don't.
Lies. Lies.
Lies.
Oh, well. Oh my. That's a good one. That is a good one. That's a good. I mean, it's a bad one. It's good for this list. It fits this list. This list.
Yeah. I mean, like when you're a kid, it's like fine, but not now.
Okay.
Not anymore.
No,
I can't.
No. It needs to pass. It needs to pass on.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it anymore.
My number 2 comes in because I genuinely like this group. Like, this is a group that I like. It's also a song that is a beautiful song. It used to close out Christmas concerts all over the place, right? Christmas Eve services, all sorts of beautiful song that I like by a group that I like. So you would think it'd be a match in made, but no. This one. One of my favorite indie rock, punk rock, geek, rock, emo stuff, whatever. Like, Weezer had to sing "Hark the Herald, the Angels Sing" in the most mind-numbingly boring, like nothing. It's a nothing burger, which is so not them. And it's such a you're.
Yes, I agree.
Oh, I will add that I had a hard time digging. I didn't actually. I guess. Okay, so like my one thing that I had here was Bob Dylan's "Must Be Santa." I got in a really bad like rut where all of the bad things that I could think of were just metal or rock bands that had covered Christmas songs, and I was
Listen,
like,
this is an important aspect that needs to be covered, right? Because that falls firmly into the aforementioned criteria of terrible covers, right? That's
like, I don't know, like what was one that I actually heard. It didn't make. Okay, anyway, I just like it's. I don't know why these like heavy metal like rock groups are like, we need a Christmas album. No,
like, no, you don't.
Same thing with indie rock. Like, no, alternative rock. Like, no, you don't. No, please. Oh,
oh man, yes, I agree. I agree with all that. I don't.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, my number 1 is on the list, partly for just the insane amount of repetition that it receives. Right. It's on the list because it's a terrible song. It's on the list because it's like boring and not fun to listen to. And I just don't like it. There's nothing appealing about this song at all to me. It is my least favorite Christmas song of all time. And there's really nothing, I don't think, that can change that, no matter what songs I rediscover or remember exist. That is, I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. I don't understand. I don't understand the song. Right? A lot of the recordings are bad. Right? They're sung in a like. There's a couple that are sung like it's almost like someone's trying to pretend to be the Chipmunks. It's terrible. Like, I just
no. It's they're generally made into this like, yeah, like I want a hippopotamus.
Yes. So annoying, right? I don't like that song at all. It's a bad song, and it's not even a bad Christmas song. It's just a bad song.
It's a really, yeah, no, it's very grating. Like, yes. I think that's a lot of this stuff too. Is it kind of falls into that. It's oh man, I'm picking out some themes here. We've got Alvin and the Chipmunks. It's grating on us. It's grating on us. It's oh, okay. No, that's a good one. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man.
Well, for my number 1, I really feel like the mood is right. And that because the spirit's up and we're already here tonight, I feel like saying yes, I'm talking about Paul McCartney's Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
No.
Oh,
that's not.
Look, I had prepared something to talk about this. I'm just going to let this song stand alone. You have all heard this. Okay? I'm just, whatever you're playing in your mind, that's why this is number one on my list. It's so infuriating from Paul McCartney. Oh my gosh. I can't. No, I can't. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's terrible. But yeah, whatever you're thinking in your mind right now, that is my number one reason why. Whatever it is, I don't care. That's why it's not on my list. It just nope. Oh. that song really is why after I was like, oh, this will be fun, and then the only song I could think of for the longest freaking time was this one. One? I couldn't think of any other song except this one. Just coming back.
Yeah, it's terrible. Like I think it's just the repetition within the whole song. He just says that over and over again, forever.
And the verses are terrible. There's nothing in them. At most, he says four words in the sentence. Everything else it's just 3 words, right? This one's 4. The word is out about the town to lift a glass and don't look down. You just said 4. Oh,
that's nothing. You just said nothing, right? It's
nothing.
Yeah.
So
he just yells "Wonderful Christmas Time" over and 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 over.
So that was my number one. What else was on your trash list?
Very nice. I had 2 other very specific songs that I think are bad songs. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer.
Okay.
Right. Why is that a song? And I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
Okay. Yeah, you're
similar.
In
the see Santa Baby, but it's the same category, right? A lot of covers are very bad, and the weird Santa thing, I don't like that one, right?
Yeah,
I don't like that. And the other things that I thought about this week, right? The other thing that jumped out to me was traditional church hymns or carols that are covered badly. And I like them in the traditional choir setting, right? I guess just that. I don't know. Maybe growing up in a church that had a choir, a big legit choir and everything, right? I only like those songs in that setting, right?
Yeah,
big choir. Hark the Herald Angels Sing, right? The only other acceptable version of that is if the Peanuts crew are singing it, right? Right. Peanuts or an actual church choir. That's what I want to hear.
Pretty
much. This last week, right, we were listening to a church service thing and they sang "It Came Upon a Midnight Clear," and I about lost my mind because I was like, what is that piano doing?
Oh, no.
It was like the pianist had been listening to some Miles Davis. It's almost swinging, and that's not okay. Right? That's not okay. For "It Came Upon a Midnight Clear," not allowed.
It's a very
yeah, but it was it's like they're trying to play fast domino, stride piano, right? You are not
you know what we need? What if we made this ragtime? Can we make this ragtime?
yeah, right. It's you're not Count Basie. Stop it, right? We're ooh, what if we did Count Basie Count Basie inspired piano when it came upon a midnight clear. Like, how about no? If they would have ended the song with da da da, I would have just lost my mind, right? So with a couple except of like excellent covers, right? Like very traditional like church hymns or like traditional Christmas carols. I don't like them in a genre outside of that, right?
Sure.
With the glaring exception of the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, right? That's fine. But like,
but see aforementioned proclivity towards like choir, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
they have that in some of their stuff too. So like, that's what I don't like it when they're like, oh yeah, it's just like a dude singing and like some like jazzy piano or whatever. Like, no, I don't like. I'm not very traditionalist in anything in my life, right? I don't really ascribe to like a traditionalism, right? It's really not my bag, right? Except for apparently Christmas carols.
Christmas. No,
that's what I want. Yeah, I just want either just straight up like vocal performance only, right? Or like the whole shebang, like choir, piano, organ from last week, right? Aforementioned organ, right? Possible strings. Okay, that's what I want. Like there's like Christmas Eve performances where it's like the whole orchestra thing, whatever. Like those things are cool. Like I like that, but like I don't like jazzy piano and it came upon a midnight clear. I don't know.
Oh.
So that's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, do you have any other honorable?
Well, I mean, I struck a rich vein in my brain of terrible renditions done by rock artists, and I'm just going to point out two to drive my point home. These probably should have been on my list and should kick something off, but I'll start with a very, very popular Christmas song, Jingle Bells, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. How much in the Christmas mood would you be if Korn decided they wanted to cover that?
Probably not very good.
Probably not very much. No, but they did. They decided that that's what they needed to do. And so there is a version of Korn singing Jingle Bells out there.
Wow. How Christmassy.
Which is okay.
I heard somebody describe their music once. I like Korn, right?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm not hating on Korn, but I heard somebody describe their music as skronky. And I feel like that really just that's not a real word, but that is the Korn sound. And
but it is a
skronky Jingle Bells.
It is a real description for Korn. Is skronky. That is
right.
That is. I'm not going to use that as an episode title because for various reasons, but I'm just. Oh, it's going in the show notes. I don't even know. SKRONK West. I don't know.
That's what I. Yeah, the skronky Jingle Bells.
Skronky Jingle Bells.
Appealing.
Right, but what I think personally takes the top of again, this is just I just had two more. Was I like Bing Crosby's White Christmas. I do. It's very okay. You know who I don't like singing this is Iggy Pop. I don't.
Oh no!
I don't like. It's genuinely unsettling. It's creepy because he's singing in like this like an Iggy Pop baritone voice and like also like word rapping for a while through part of it, like spoken word. It's just like it's very unsettling. So I
think Susan mentioned the other day when we were listening to the Christmas radio that like I'm pretty sure she's like I like White Christmas, but only Bing Crosby. I think that's the
okay,
right?
Yeah,
it's like the only person except possibly Nat King Cole, right? But then that's it. Nobody else.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm. Look, I'm not happy with myself because I've had to re-listen to all of these today. But I am going to go. Suffering. It's fine. Takes away from the pain in my face from the ice crystals.
Oh, true.
But no, so now I am gonna go listen to just some hymns and come down from this whatever this was.
Yeah, there you go. Well, in order to help you rejuvenate, would you like to cleanse your ear palate with a haiku, perhaps?
Indeed, I would.
Well, okay. I've taken your challenge. I have written a haiku about your boy Dino.
Oh no. Okay. Oh.
Since you're his biggest fan, and
I didn't even
hear all his Christmas
real
albums.
quick. So real quick on that, before we get, I do need to tell you that again. We saw him in concert. Okay, he's 81.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, we did see him in concert. Okay, I did go see him. He's 81 years old. Dino is again. He's called the modern Liberace. He's kind of used to like big stage productions and having like full orchestra and like choir and set pieces and things flying through the air. Okay,
capes.
And capes. Strip all that away and put him in a sleepy little town that I live in on a tiny little stage, and he's and he's playing alongside recorded music.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same. But he's still funny, and I still laughed at the stupid jokes that I know that he has said 17,000 times just last year, right? I just know, and I know he says this, and like I just so the one it was fun. It was also free, so that was also nice. And we did go and we did enjoy some Dino. So
yeah, was he singing Christmas music?
Oh yeah, that's all he does. Yeah, Dino only does Christmas music. It's Dino.
Oh,
Christmas.
Okay, there you go.
He's that's kind of like what he's known for most. Like he does some classical, he does some other stuff, but he does Christmas productions of what he does, and so. He does all these different. He does all these different melodies. Or oh gosh, my brain just completely not melodies, but it's another M word.
Medleys.
Medleys. Thank you. It's got most of the same letters there. Oh my gosh, I'm so
true. It actually does.
See, medleys and so these mashups and stuff, and some of his own songs. But my goodness, let me tell you, you want to know who really loves some Dino? the little gray-haired ladies really like Dino. Really like Dino.
I was hoping you were going to say Megan. I was really hoping.
Oh no. Yeah, and Megan, right? It was a little old gray-haired lady.
Yes.
And Megan. We're really all about the Dino life. And because he was talking about like this beautiful piece that his daughter had written for him to play and blah blah. He's just telling the story. It's a transitional story. That's the other thing. He's I'm going to play piano and I'm going to sit and talk you up and like tell some jokes and like then kind of play piano and go back. It's just a traditional thing, a transitional thing. And he's just telling this beautiful story because he's going to go in to do something else. And some lady just goes out from the crowd, goes, "Well, play it then."
Oh my god! It's part of the show. You gotta get the whole exposition done, right?
You just gotta roll with it.
Production.
Oh. So anyway, tell me about. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the haiku. I'm ready.
Here we go. Here's my Dino inspired haiku. Right, here you go.
Okay.
A surprising face. Music mixes with baking. Joyfully composed. There you go.
Okay. Hey. He's had so much Botox, it's not even funny. So when you say the surprising face, like yes.
It is. Because you look at the pictures of him and be like, that dude You look at the pictures of him, and then you see this 81. You're like, yo, what?
No.
Because I was so shocked when you sent me the picture last week. It's like, oh my gosh, I do know that guy. It's a mix of my own surprise. And oh yeah. You know.
This is good. It's good. Okay. Well, with that, I will now. I can now put my head to rest in peace.
Yes.
Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.